What
What's
is up,
up, dude?
man? Same old, man. How you doing? How you
Dude,
doing?
I'm excited for you because here's the deal, man. Like, this is hindsight 2020, where BK actually got to do some fishing this week for the
Yeah,
tournament,
man.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. So it's hindsight true 2020, man.
Yeah, I was like, and you got to be in a tournament as well, so we'll both get
Yeah,
to
man.
talk
We both
about
got to be in a little tournament action, man.
how we didn't win and what we would have done differently. So,
Yeah,
name
yeah.
of the game. Name of the
We have
game.
so much to talk about tonight, man. Look,
Mm-hmm.
y'all, do me a favor, share this, sit back with us, chill with us. Tonight's gonna be an explosive show, man. Like,
It's gonna be good. I'm excited about it. We got some tournament recaps. We
yeah,
got some team tournament for KBT. We got the fish and fit. We got KFL, and we got the 3-star award preview little segment Greg and I've been working on. So
and the finale is we're gonna call some people out, man.
oh yeah,
Like,
oh yeah,
we're gonna call some people out, man. Like,
yeah. Must
it's
be
called
done.
it's gonna be the
done.
trash can angler of the week, who we think is going to just suck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for KFL
We're gonna
we
hurt some
got
feelings. We're gonna hurt some feelings.
yeah, we got like 3 stars. You know, guys we think are gonna do a big shift for their team, make a big difference in the matchup, and then we got one guy that we're looking at that. Ooh, the team needs him to perform, but Greg and I don't think he's going to. So
Yeah.
somebody's gonna get mad, man. Somebody's gonna get mad. I mean, speaking of people getting mad, we got to open on this Blackbeard. What is that list? What is that list?
Okay, so we were gonna go this different route. So let's just go ahead and talk about that. That list was trash.
It was
Like,
garbage.
flat out garbage. Top 50. Like, I posted it and I got heat for it because they thought that this was the KFL top 50. The messages I got, because Blackbeard is basically Northeast biased, and they forgot about the people out West. And I mean, I was getting all these, butthurt anglers all like, oh, well, I'm coming for this. Listen, man, it's just a freaking fantasy list. But I will say thank you, Blackbeard, because what
Thank
that
you.
did, there was like 20 people that signed up for fantasy fishing after that, man. It was like legit. So your list was absolute garbage.
Terrible.
But it accomplished the goal. It was like,
it did.
It got some people talking. There's no doubt about it.
It
But
did.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm telling you, I got a message. It was like, it was almost like you got to redo the list. I mean, like, this is like, it was funny. It was funny.
I can't wait. I hope he makes one every week.
Oh yeah, we're gonna post it. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna post it. I mean,
I'm gonna keep posting it.
It's
so funny. Dude.
It was hilarious, man. And I was like, I mean, one of the messages I got, like, well, do you think every angler on your team is like going to be on the fantasy? I mean, like, come on, man. Like, no. I mean, seriously, it's like a joke. So it was funny.
Dude,
it was hilarious.
It was great. And also, I don't know if you were serious when you made it, but if you did, it's even funnier because when I put it out, I thought it was a troll list. I thought you were griefing. I didn't know what to think about that, man. But yeah, a lot of people thought you were real serious because they were upset.
Oh, they were upset. They were upset, man. They're like, like, how could KFL put this name on this list? This list is trash. I'm like, look, again, it said Blackbeard Bassin top 50. Okay, fantasy. Yeah. It did its job though.
Yeah, it did, man. Yo, man, what's up? We got some boys in the chat hanging out. Let Scott Seshwick's always there, man. What up, Blackbeard? What up, Toby? What up? Oh, Ryan Sarko. My man. Oh, Dwight Taylor. Well, we can start the show now.
Yeah, Dwight's involved, man. We are definitely. Somebody wants a picture of my mic for whatever reason, so I'm gonna get a picture of my mic. So
okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry guys.
Well, I mean, I'll go ahead and get it rolling, man. I got the fish tournament this weekend, boys.
Yeah, man, do it.
A little Sunday derb on Athens. Love Athens. Great lake. If you've not fished it, it's really fun. It's with Northeast Texas. There was 43 dudes. Ended up fourth. I think I was out of third by like a half inch and off the lead by 8 inches or something like that. Man, dude, totally had the fish to win. Just one of those days, man. Start off the morning. There's a nice little wind. Went on the backside of a point. Did a chatter wagon up there. Second cast, caught one. I was like, okay, I can still catch fish. Throw it back up there, turn the handle like a half turn, it just stops. And I was like, I see. So I of course I lay into it. She starts jumping because it's like, 2 feet of water up there. 20, 22, 23 incher, jumps 5 or 6 times. I get her out of the lily pads, out of the grass, bring her into deep water, just kind of let her do her thing. Comes up, jumps off like 5 feet from the boat. I don't know. I mean, classic jackhammer shit, right? You keep them all through all that stuff.
First of all, let me say this, man. Look, like, kudos for you getting your crap together, getting up to go up there. Like, I'm not trying to blow smoke up your butt, but dude, you were a little rusty. Let's just say that. You know what I mean?
For sure.
A little rusty. But then you get out there, freaking, like, right off the bat, you land a couple bass, and then you hook into a big. You called me like 6:30 in the morning. I was dead asleep on Eastern time. You lost to 22. But, dude, look, I mean, anybody's been out there. First of all, it was in pads, right?
Yeah, but I mean, that's the shitter, man. Like, I get it out of all the nasty stuff into open water. I'm backpedaling in my yak, I mean.
But the deal is, dude, how many times does a freaking 22 jump? Like 8 times. That doesn't happen.
Dude,
like, you had a fish that must have had some ripping energy in its system because that freaking fish was jumping all over the place. And look, everybody knows if you have a fish on like that, dude, for that long of a time, and they're jumping and moving like that, dude, they're gonna bust a hole in its mouth, man. I mean, those hooks are strong on the jackhammers. I mean, they ain't going nowhere. They're going to rip that freaking mouth. I mean, it's going to put a tear in it. And, dude, like any slack whatsoever, dude, that fish is gone.
Yeah, and she went. And, I took a moment, kind of got my thoughts together and was like, okay, I definitely, Mooney was like, 100 yards from me or something. I definitely let out a nice, strong, choice 4-letter word. and definitely screamed, man, a word. Because, like, I mean, I was just, lose one like that right off the start, man. God, that gets you upset. But, recollect myself, throw back out, end of a long cast, fill it, the chatter, they kind of hang. And I was like, oh, I think that's a fish. And stick it, comes up, throws it, like a 19, 20-inch fish. I mean, big fish, big head anyways. So start my morning off. I have 115 and a half, and then I've dumped like 40 something inches back in the lake on 2 fish. So absolutely could have just let it tank from there. But man, I went to just punching grass or pads, grinded a limit out, and for my first tournament back, man, I read the water really well. It's like I started, made a good a choice of like area where I started. I had a shot at 2 big fish. Went to punching, once the sun got up, I started punching lily pads. I caught a 21 and a half. And so, I was like, okay, my pad bite died. I went to flipping docks. I stuck a 19, got my limit, got up to 80, 88 and a half inches, something like that. And so, like, I probably caught a good start, dude. I probably caught 20 something fish. And, man, I just couldn't get those cold fish in the boat. Obviously when you play punch the pads, that's roulette, right? Like, sometimes you get them out, sometimes you don't. I didn't get to see half the fish I lost in the pads. So, they always feel giant, but I'm sure some of them were dinks. But fun tournament, man.
Dude,
coulda, woulda, shoulda, man. But that's just not how it works. Yeah, I got 4th out of 43.
Yeah,
I mean,
top 5, baby. Baby, let's go.
For sure. But I mean, me and you talk about, like, when you get a chance to win a tournament and you don't capitalize on that, oh God, I mean, stings so much worse.
I mean, like your expectation goes through the roof at that point. Like, you're just trying to break top 10, and then all of a sudden you have a chance to win. Like, oh my God, and then you don't capitalize it. Now you're in what if scenario. I get it, man.
Yeah, but it was one of those days, man. Like, I was talking to you, and you're like, man, someone's like your day, and I was like, man, I know. And at that point, I got 21 and a half, got 19. I was like, maybe it is my day. Skip a wacky work from under a dock. This fish comes and grabs it off the top. I set the hook, and it jumps into the side of the dock and hangs my wacky hook through the outside of its mouth to the dock, and it's just sitting there like this, and it shakes and comes off. And I am just so deep, like 20 feet up under this dock, and I was like, Yeah, no, it's not. It's not
Friggin' bass hanging from it. Oh, dude, yeah.
Hanging, I can just see the.
It's
lip
not your day,
tearing.
dude. When that
like, nah.
stuff happens, man. No,
It's like,
no.
this is not my day. But I mean, God, it felt so good to be back on the water. I mean, super fun time at the boat ramp. Had a little moonshine the night before. I mean, me and the boys, threw down, and yeah, I mean, God, it was fun. It was a fun time. So, but how things go for you? I mean, I heard you were going to get to see Robert Brown dressed up as.
Well, that didn't. Okay, so that was a little bit disappointed because the whole point of me was, okay, let me say this. I wasn't going to fish this because the tournament only had like maybe 10 people. Like, this was like Friday, and I called Robert. I was like, dude, 5. I'm like 10 people. Come on, man. Let's like. I'm not going to drive all the way down to like 3 hours down to Suffolk, for 10 people, man. Like, even if I win, it's not even gas money at that point. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so he's like, oh no, these people are signed up. And so I signed up. I was like number 18. All right. I was like, okay, maybe 20 people show up. Well, dude, we had like 34. Okay. Which is big for the VKT, man. My applause to them, man. For doing that. It's a smaller tour down there, but hey, 34 people showing up, man, that was a pretty good showing for them. And and so, dude, it's a Suffolk shootout. I don't know. I've never fished any of these lakes. The 4 lakes that he picked, never stepped foot on them. I've literally just picked a freaking lake and just went at it, just go. So I kind of got there late, man, which is not usually my thing, man. I mean, I thought I had enough time, but I literally pulled up to the ramp right at Lions End, man. And I saw these 2 yaks, like, we come off this ramp. I launched the dam, and I saw these 2 yaks kind of like fishing kind of around the dam. And I'm like, well, that's pretty interesting, man. And then, I heard that there was like some grass kind of like near the ramp or whatever. And I'm just, again, never laid eyes on it. So I was going towards this island, right? I saw this island in the distance. I'm like, I'm going to kind of start over there. And I started looking around, and you get off the ramp, and it goes from like 8, 10 to 12, 14 feet, makes a V bottom, and comes back up like sharp. It goes up to like, 4 feet, 5 feet, and then to 3 feet. And it's like this long flat that, basically is basically almost to like 200 yards. And I started circling the flat before I even made a cast. And I started like kind of figuring out where the channel was in relation to this flat. And then I just started casting, like, right off the channel line, into the flat. So I kind of positioned around, again, just literally guessing at this point, positioning my way from the channel to the flat, and then just kind of fan casting. And I started with a freaking spook, right? And I got smashed threw the spook up in the air. I'm like, okay. So then I kind of downsized through a pop-R, and then I catch like a 14. And I was like, okay, that's kind of fishing on this flat. Nah, maybe just kind of wait it out. Well, then like fifth cast I throw out there, dude. And I throw into the channel, and again, bring it around that edge, and then wham, dude. Again, I had a fairy wand on like an idiot. I had a fairy wand on with a pop-R, okay? Yeah. And I had like 12-pound test, and damn if you didn't know it, man, I catch a freaking absolute giant. I mean, it comes up.
You catch one or you hang into it?
Well, I hung it.
You hung into it. Okay.
So, I mean, it just comes up and just swallows it. It's just big old like rainbow. It swallows it down, takes it down. Doesn't, not like an explosion, just like, sucked it in and brought it down. Well, then, I lay the hook into her. I'm fighting her, and she's jumping like a freaking madman. And I was like, oh my God. And my pole is literally bent down, and my reel's screaming, and I'm trying to adjust the drag. And, I'm trying to get her in, and she jumps over the freaking line and lands on the line, and snap. Freaking thing is gone. Right. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, no. I call Robert, and I'm just like, already spun out. Like, lost a 22, 23-inch bass.
Did Robert answer your phone call?
Oh, he answered. He was still at the gate.
Okay, because I got a little spun out, and someone didn't answer my phone call.
I know. Okay. I know. I'm sorry.
I needed help.
Yeah, you're right. I failed you. And I apologize. So anyway, I was like, man, okay. So, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts, figure out what just happened here. And so now I was like, no, I'm not. No more pop-Rs, man. These are big fish around here. And I was like, screw this, man. So I threw a spook out there, and I started getting hit on a spook, and then it kept on missing it. So I skipped over a rage bug as a follow-up, caught 2 more bass. And I was like, okay, these fish have got to be migrating in off this point to this flat. So I threw the spook as far as I could on the edge of this flat. Again, it dropped down to like 10 feet. And I think they were pushing up bait, is what they were doing.
Okay.
And I threw this freaking spook out there as far as I could. And like 2 pops, boom, freaking 21 and a quarter comes, I'm fighting her in, and she's basically water skiing in. And then of course she tries to do her little flip, jumping show at the freaking kayak when she was like jumping and stuff. And I just grabbed her and threw her in. So anyway, good kicker,
Yeah, great kicker. Yep.
21 and a quarter, solid bass. Pretty pumped. It was like my 3rd fish of the day. And I was leading the freaking tournament with like 50 inches. With I think like an hour in, I'm like, here we go again, dude. Let's go. Yeah. Leading the pack. I mean, like it's been a good year, man. And sure. Then I basically the bite freaking died around 10 o'clock, dude. Like nothing. I was shocked. Like the fishing, as soon as the sun just started popping up above the trees, it shut down. So I started flipping.
Just on that note, man, it's crazy because like you and I do not live close to each other at all.
No,
like not remotely close, but the way that you started your tournament versus mine, I started with the chatterbait on a backside of a point.
Yeah.
Like where there's a depth change. You're also keying in on a depth change. You were getting yours to come up.
Yep.
My bite died. I adjusted and went to punching pads, lay pads. And then here you are about 10 o'clock. Your bite's dying. Same thing I went through.
Yeah.
And so, we get so hyper focused on like what lakes in our areas and stuff, but like they're still bass, man. They're doing the same thing everywhere. Just everywhere, man.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, I don't know I don't know anything about this lake, right? I go, I call it Penis Point, man. If you look on the map, it looks like a big schlong coming out of it, man. Like this. I mean, it's ridiculous. In fact, I should pull up a map of it and let you see what it looks like, man. You know what I mean? I'm not joking, dude.
We're canceled.
It's called Pecker Point or Penis Point, man. And I told Robert, I said, what kind of freaking lake are you taking me to here, man? And there was another grass point there. And I was like, okay, that looks pretty cool. So I went over there. And again, my first cast on this grass point, I get smashed. And I didn't get him hooked in. I mean, it was my fault. I mean, I missed him completely. It was a nice fish. And then I threw back in there. And of course, nothing, the entire time.
Yeah.
So anyway, I went over there and look here. Let me show you this. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I don't care about blowing this spot. It's not like it's it's well known around there.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get canceled for showing a penis, but whatever. It's fine.
Well, I call it Pecker Point, and you'll see why.
Yeah.
So here's where I started, right? And kind of fishing this point right here is where I kind of was around, and then I'm over here. Okay, this is what I call Pecker Point, right?
Dude, what kind of penis? What kind of penises are you looking at, bro?
But if you look at it on Navionics, it's not like this. It's not pointing to ridge. If you look at it on Navionics, it's a round head right here.
Okay, so it's a circumcised.
It's a circumcised, Pecker Point, and then like this grass flat comes out like this, right? And so anyway,
and the grass is the bush.
The grass is the bush.
Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As anyone wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, there's this grass like area here, and I wanted to fish it. It just didn't work out. So I kind of went to these creeks over here, and with a bunch of laydowns and stuff like that, and it just didn't like these. There's a creek back here. There's a bunch of laydowns in these creeks and stuff. What a waste of time that was. The lake goes all the way back out here. I mean, like, look at this. I mean, miles of freaking lake, right?
Oh, yeah,
and
man.
Back here is a bunch of cypress trees and stuff. But dude, it's a long, long way back there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and so I was wondering, should I go all the way back there, kind of waste an hour or two to get all the way back there and go flip cypress, or do I make a change? So that's what I did, man. I left the lake, man. I went to a different lake. We had like 4 to choose from. So I went to a different lake and then caught, my limit at another lake and trying to get upgrades. But yeah, man, that lake just shut down, dude.
Hey, where'd you finish for the tournament?
I fished the remaining at Lone Star.
No, I mean, where'd you finish?
Oh, I finished 8th. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I wound up getting 80 inches with a 21 kicker. That's really disappointing. You know?
I finished my tournament with 88 inches and I had 2 15s in my bag.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Painful.
That's painful.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hurts,
so,
man.
like I had, like you said, I had a bunch of 14s, 15s on the board with a 21 kicker. So, I mean, look, I finished 8th. Another top 10 for your boy. But, dude, listen, man. I'll be honest with you. Ever since we started this show, top 10s are just coming out of the woodwork on 5s and 10s.
Easy.
Come on now. We're learning from each other, man. Let's go.
It's easy, man. When you just think about how much you don't want to get roasted on the show, it's easy to fish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you started BK baits and you started throwing up these baits, and you're like, hey, use them because I'm a great fisherman. Hey,
I wouldn't say great, but speaking of great, man, Brian Howell, dude, just free checks. Like he signs up for the tournament, free checks.
Yeah,
dude, man. I definitely had one of those tournaments too, where like, I put my 15, I lost those 2 fish. I checked the leaderboard, and it's like Hal has 89 inches, and Larry Hill had like 91, and I was like, not like this. I was trying not to just mentally implode, but we recovered. We're more mature now. We don't. Yeah.
Can I like bring up a controversial thing that's going on in Texas?
Uh-oh. We never have controversy here in Texas, so please go ahead.
Yeah, because all you Texas guys are complete like angels.
Yes.
Dude, what's up with this Lake Fork guy? I mean, this Lake Fork guy, Billy, dude, what a piece of garbage. Like, this guy got up on YouTube and basically started while the Bassmaster event was going on, the elite event was going on in Lake Fork, basically giving up Lee Livesey's juice and spots and show him exactly what he's fishing and everything else. And his whole thing was like, well, Bassmaster gives up their spots, but dude, no chance gives up exactly what this guy did. This guy went on there and started showing them like navionics, the structure breakdowns, the baits that they were using. It's one thing to do it after the tournament, dude, but do it during the tournament like that? Come on, dude.
Man, I don't know if that was like a moment of madness because like he is a guide. And I would have to think I don't know, Bill. I've never fished with him. I've seen his videos, I've seen his YouTube content. I think they have an app. What is the app called that they use?
I don't know.
Anyways, you can like pay a subscription. They give you spots on like lakes or whatever.
Which is, shady in itself.
Whatever. They're all community holes. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But man, I understand his point about Bassmaster shows you where they're at. Fine. That where I kind of took issue with it was exactly what you just said. Like you're going into the navionics and just spilling a little too much juice during the tournament. That's really the only 2 things I have a problem with. It's just like the timing of it and then going into a little too much detail again because of the timing of it. If you release that 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I don't think I have an issue with that, man.
I wouldn't have an issue with that either. I mean, because obviously those fish can move on, but like the guy is literally taking, I think if I was Bassmaster, I would absolutely be livid because you're basically taking their content and their product and you're making it for your own views, which I get. I mean, look, but he said he's been doing this for years and he's been interviewing all these anglers and stuff afterwards. But if you look at his video, he's like unapologetic and he's like, basically being the victim. And the fact of the matter is he doesn't understand that that's not kosher in this culture, man. I mean, that's not what you do, man. You don't go while they're fishing. You don't like freaking burn their spots and tell them, all these other competing anglers what Lee Livesey's doing to win the tournament, man. Like that's garbage to me, man.
I mean, Livesey's spot got blown up. If you watch the tournament, he had to leave that spot and he ended up going into one of the Mustangs. I think it was Little Mustang.
Yeah.
And cranking that drop off. And then, that was a better spot.
Yeah.
So good adjustment on Lee's part, man. In terms of that guy blowing it up, oh my God, we have the number 1 ranked fantasy fisherman according to Blackbeard Basson's
The number 1 ranked fantasy fisherman, Mr. John Fox, according to Blackbeard Basson's top 50, is here with us. Man,
We are
what an
truly
honor.
blessed. We are blessed on this Tuesday, brethren. If you need to know how to rack up fantasy points, John Fox, man, that's
Yeah.
your guy.
But I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, the guy, look, he deserves one of the trash can guys of the week, man. That guy right there.
Dude, yeah.
I mean,
No,
that's a dumpster fire.
Should we start doing that for kayak tournaments?
Yeah.
I mean, just go live for 30 minutes with whoever.
Oh yeah. Oh, sure. That would go over real well.
You're fishing grass, huh? With a chatterbait? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What are you doing, Brian Howell? Hey, can you talk to the camera? And while the tournament's going on, 2-day tournament, and then kind of expose everything that day. No.
Yeah.
No, that's no good, man.
No, it's not, man. I just TikTok mindset. Yeah, that's not
truth. Well, he even came out and said, he goes, listen, I'm doing this all for views. I'm doing it all for my content, all of my channel, because that's what he does, and that's what he gets paid to do. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, man.
I was gonna say, man, do you think it is something with the type of creators that 6th Sense goes after? And first of all, to be fully transparent here,
that's a great point.
I like 6th Sense baits. I like them. I'm not saying anything bad about their products. I'm talking about their content creators.
But Ben Milliken,
clown,
absolute clown. I mean, dude, this guy's IQ. I mean, like, did he graduate high school? I mean, his IQ is like, there's something wrong with him. I mean, he's obviously got enough followers and stuff, but he's a clown, dude.
Yeah, I mean, like when I saw Billy doing this, I was like, 6th Sense, like, is this your target audience? I don't know, man.
I'll tell you what, guys, let's go out there after the biggest, dumbest assholes, and let's go ahead and just get them to, like, come on with us. Maybe we'll sell a bunch of baits because of their content, man.
I mean, it seems to be the trend, like Guggen kind of started it, and then 6th Sense took it to a better fisherman level, but just as
I told you guys we're gonna do some call outs this week, man. I'm just telling you, like, we haven't done this in quite some time, but yeah, man. I mean, look, it was a clown show. That was a clown show.
I mean, it is, man. Speaking of something that's not going to be a clown show, though, Fish and Fit, man.
Yeah, man.
When are we? Tomorrow's the last day to sign up, right?
Today.
Oh, today's the last day to sign up,
dude. It starts tomorrow. So look, man.
It starts tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, man. So I mean, look at this beautiful body of chunk and meat, and look, this took a lot of time.
A lot of hard work right there,
chisel, man. I mean, like, a lot of money was spent on food bills to get to this beautiful, sexy thing that sits in front of you, man. You know what I mean? All I'm missing is freaking Princess Leia in a collar and a chain and a rat behind me. You know what I mean? Because I mean, look, I mean, dude, like, it's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. So, and I know I'm not the only one out there, but dude, it's been like this whole COVID-15 crap. I mean, it's a joke. Okay. So, I'm serious about this. I want to get myself back in shape. I want to, basically practice what I preach, man. If we're going to be professionals in everything that we do, we have to be of that mindset. Like, you can't be lethargic. It's summertime coming up, man. And it takes a lot of freaking energy, stamina, endurance to go out there and fish in the hottest conditions, man. I can't be like sweating out and just like dehydrating, and even though I have a motor, what I'm doing, you're getting baked out there, and you got to get the better yourself. And so, like we did last year, where Jared Brockelman became an Adonis, for God's sake, what he did. But what we're going to try to do is, it's still not too late to sign up on Fishing Chaos, KFL, Fish and Fit. The deal is, you get up to 10 bass, right? And we're going to pay out this monthly, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to weigh yourself in. You're going to message me with a picture of your weight. And then after the end of the month, you're going to weigh in. And then you're going to send me the picture. It's percentage of body or weight loss. So what you're going to do is, however much weight that you do, let's say you're 200 pounds, you lose 20 pounds. That's 10%. That's 10 points or 10 inches that's added to your score of the bass that you catch. So think of it like a monthly challenge, and whatever your total best 10 bass is for your monthly score, and then add whatever percentage body fat that you get. And then we'll have winners every month. And then at the end, it goes through June, July, and August. and then at the end you'll have a final winner, whoever loses the most weight, man. So, but you better fish too. So it's a combination. So it is not limited to just KFL players.
Yep.
It is not. It's anybody who wants to join. Anybody who wants to join can do this. It's just the KBBT KFL community. Whoever wants to join can absolutely join. It's $50. It's nothing to get in, and basically it's just to help you keep you motivated through the year and have some fun. And we'll have a community group chat and all that stuff, and just try to do it, man. So yeah, I'm stoked.
Yep. Good stuff. Get signed up. Last day to do it, and they can find that on Fishing Chaos.
That is on Fishing Chaos. Yep.
Fishing Chaos.
Yep. So you'll see that, and it's going to be good, man. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys join us with that.
Speaking of Fishing Chaos, we're not using that for the team tournament.
Yeah,
the team tournament.
Look who's joining. Lauren Fury's in. Awesome.
Hey, let's go. We got the team tournament up. Not on Fishing Chaos.
Yes.
You're on Tourneys.
So let's get this elephant out of the room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk.
We're being real. We're doing this. Okay. Here's the deal. Why, Blake, did you choose Tourneys?
Yeah. So I'm happy to answer that because we are not ever going to just sole source any one fishing thing when we are getting feedback that people want to use another platform. They find it easier on another platform. They'll sign up if it's on another platform. And so we just dipped a little toe into the Tourneys water.
Yeah.
See how it went.
Okay. So look, from a business mindset, there are people out there, and I get it, but I don't get it, is they won't fish a certain tour or they won't fish a certain tournament because it's not on Tourneys.
Yep.
Okay. Literally, you have people out there just saying, I'm never going to fish Fishing Chaos. I'll stick with Tourneys. Okay, that's fine. I want to see how many people are actually like that. So we're going to do this team tournament, which is a fun tournament on Tourneys, just to see, again, the response of us moving over back to Tourneys for the KBBT.
Yep.
Again, is this a permanent thing? We don't know yet. We have no idea. Do I have issues with both platforms? 100%. Yes. Neither one of these platforms are perfect. Okay.
No.
I will tell you, as of late, Fishing Chaos has had some issues, and quite frankly, I don't have the time to solve IT issues with anglers. And basically, I'm emailing technology, and they're saying, "Well, you have to go in and manually do this." Well, why? Like, that to me is like, I'm not an IT guy. Like, I shouldn't be having to go back and manually do anything. You know what I mean?
So I mean, and to call it out specifically, Greg and I have had a nightmare with tickets. When you guys do tournaments, it's like you get a ticket for the overall leaderboard, but not your individual matchup, or your individual matchup, but not the leaderboard. And then Greg and I have to go in and manually enter in every single one of your fish.
Yeah.
And while Tourneys doesn't do that, they don't have like isolated matchups. In this team tournament, you're not going to be able to like check your matchup that easily. You're going to have to scroll through all the fish. You're going to have to scroll through my fish individually, Greg's fish individually, like whoever you're up against, and you'll have to figure it out that way, which is a great benefit of Chaos. So, there is pluses and minuses with both.
Chaos shows extraordinarily well on the broadcast that we do. I mean, it's very well done. I mean, and that's why we did it. The leaderboards look great.
They do. They do.
And Tourneys, from a simplistic, it's very simple. It's a very simplistic system.
Yep.
You put it in, and really the only thing you have to worry about is service. It doesn't show brackets real well. It doesn't show like the team thing. So we'll have to break all that out. But again, I'd rather sacrifice the looks right now to get people to fish. And that's what we want. Right. And so at the end of the day, again, nothing against any platform. Again, both platforms have their limitations, but I want to have fun. I mean, here's the deal, guys. I want to have fun. I don't care about anything else stuff. I want you to fish. Okay. I want you to fish a very fun tournament. It's a two-man, best 5 fish tournament against the team in a bracket series. That is freaking fun. You know, me
It
and Blake
is.
are going to team up and whip y'all's tail. I mean, we're going to whip your tail. Like, you better bring all the smoke and everything else you got plus, because I mean, seriously, dude, like, he's losing 22s in tournaments.
Yeah, we're
in tournaments. Like, we're not going to do that in a team tournament. We're going to nail those bigs, and we're going to slap those 22s in your face and be like, these guys are legit. These guys are legit. You ain't going to beat us. We're going to take the 18 down. There's bounties. I mean, look, man, we're coming for you.
We're gonna draw like
smoke.
We're gonna draw like Benetti, Denise the first round and lose with like 102 inches.
Yeah. So anyway, no, I mean, that's the reason. I mean, again, you know, I've gotten messages, you know, like there's some pseudo innuendos going on. There's nothing like that. That's not what this is about. I mean, seriously, guys. I mean, legitimately, that's what it's about. We just want you guys to fish.
We want y'all to fish. That's it. Sign up. Get you a partner. Sign up, guys. It's gonna be a fun deal. Memes all around. The meme game lately
it's been pretty weak.
It's been weak. KFL teams. What are y'all doing?
It's been real weak. And in fact,
you have the matchups.
In fact, my KFL meme game has been really bad. I mean, it's actually pretty bad.
But the matchups are out.
Yeah, the matchups are out. Yeah.
We might have to talk about, well, not necessarily matchups, but I think we do got to go through every week, guys. Look, we're going to do a write-up video. It's going to be like a KFL short, but we're going to give out 3 stars.
Team events July 16th starts.
July 16th. Yep. That's what heat of the summer.
Yep.
For me anyways. Guys, but every week we're going to start doing, you know, like a KFL short. We're going to give out the 3 stars. If you guys are familiar with hockey, you can, if you're not, you can liken it to a gold, bronze, or silver and bronze medal for players that week, you know, and the week before, we're going to kind of project who we think might be up for those spots.
Yep.
And we got week 1 coming up this weekend. So we're going to give you all the preview of who we got, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to this until Saturday, dude. I'm beyond stoked. Beyond stoked.
Right I am too.
Yeah.
And I got to go. I'm going to start off hot here. My 3-star potential, the most valuable player that I'm looking at this week is Brian Nunziato of the New York Empire.
Oh, hey, can we do this real quick?
Yeah.
Can we kind of go? Can we show them what's going on?
Oh yeah. Let's do that.
Let's just kind of go through these games real quick.
Okay,
and some of these have changed, by the way. Some of these players have changed because of last minute deals.
Okay.
But Granite State versus Rhode Island. You know, I mean, we could talk about. We have to pull. Let's do this. Let's pull 1 star out of these, and then we'll do an aggregate star, 3 stars at the end.
Okay, because like I have my 3, my 2, and my 1 star, and then I also have my trash can selected.
Okay,
the guy that I think is going to struggle. So when they come up, I'll talk about it.
Okay, perfect.
But let's go through and highlight.
Let's take a look at this. Obviously, this is, you know, these are the starters on these games. Granite State's going to Rhode Island. I think here's the deal. I want to see what this kid Jake Anglis can do.
Yep.
I think this kid. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about him. Let's see what he's got.
He is the player to watch. I think. Like obviously they're the away team here, so you know a little pressure there when you're on the away side to really amp your game up, put those fish in the boat. So Jake, see what you got, man.
I say Greg Crass kicks everybody's tail.
Greg Crass is unfortunately here for Granite State. Y'all run into a man who knows what he's doing on that water. So
yeah,
best of luck. Praying for y'all.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we're gonna save our picks. We're gonna save our picks for Friday. During the Friday show. But anyway, I say Greg is gonna absolutely destroy it. All right. Here's what I'm excited about. Trisha Angelini. I mean, a Northeast hammer is on New York Empire. Brian Bolster. There's your Brian Nunziato.
3 stars.
Query, Ryan Nye, Jack Tibbins, Brian Baxter, and Thomas Toothill. You tell me, You said Brian Nunziato, right?
He is my lead candidate for 3 stars. Nunziato, just great tournament fisherman. This is an away game, and to start your season off in an away game, to go up, have a monster performance, carry your team on the back, put your team in a position to win and steal an away game to open the season. That's worthy of 3 stars for me, man.
I like it.
And I just think Nunziato's the guy to do it.
You think New York's going to win and Brian's going to be the star out of here?
That is how you get the 3-star award.
Yep,
you go into an unfavorable matchup, you put the team on your back, and you steal.
I like it, man. I like it. I cannot go against Ryan Nye, man. The guy's on a heater.
He's on a heater.
Fishing so good. I choose Ryan Nye out of this one. So.
And that's also why I give Nunziato 3 stars. Defending a home game is not worth 3 stars. I know Ryan Nye is on a heater. I know he's a great fisherman, but I think the potential for Brian to go in there, steal a game, man, that's 3-star material right there.
See, the only thing here's a little inside juice. The only thing that worries me, not because he's not a great fisherman, but Jack Tibbetts is on a boat right now and he hasn't been home. And literally, he's coming home and hopping right on the water from a fishing boat, and he's got to fish this game, basically no practice, no nothing, just get on the water and go. That bothers that I have a little hesitancy about that because you have a little rust. I hate to say it, man. You have a little rust, but hey, man, these guys are good fishermen, and this is going to be a good team. So but I think Ryan leads the pack.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. Speaking of stars, Nick Audi, for God's sake, in his drop shot is destroying people.
And that is my 2-star candidate. I think he will take the silver medal this week. Nick Audi in an away game. I think Audi goes there. I think he kind of, if there's a chance for them to steal one from the Doom, which, Doom, I don't know if that's on your local TV deal, but better defend home water, man. Audi is on the pedestal right now for a 2-star performance.
Both Nick and Ryan, obviously, they work well together, man. Ryan Matalevich, Chris Santoro. I love Chris. Yeah, guys, if you don't watch a game with Chris Santoro. The guy is gold when he's on air. And then Ryan's dad, Frank Matalevich, is going to be there as well. But Chris Santoro is hilarious. I mean, he's just fun. And then he's a big bait guy. He likes the big fish. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Zach Bunner, Charles Coleman, Douglas Rash, and Carl Hegarty defend home. The star of the game, I'm going to have to go Nick Audi. Doesn't mean that they're – I don't know, man. I mean, it's going to be a tall task to beat Delaware at home. I get it. But these guys that you, quote-unquote, never heard of in Delaware, they're freaking good, man. Charles Coleman, good angler. Carl Hegarty, good angler. I don't know too much about Doug or Zach, but I'm sure we'll be hearing them, man. But I'm going to go with the comfort name that I know that's been absolutely destroying things and wrecking people, and that's Nick Audi.
Yep. That's why he's up for the 2-star.
Carl says drop shots don't work in Delaware.
Yeah, I know. Pretty good. Pretty good.
I like it. Yep. Good stuff. All right. This is a matchup that I'm involved in, and I can't wait. Matt Linseman, Zach Soler, David Kayer, and a new addition, Jeremy Baker, is coming.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For Motor City. So they'll have a full squad. Jeremy Baker's joining them here late Friday, taking on myself, Victor Hendricks, Joel Gilgim, and Mike Hogan's a scratch. It's actually Dustin Good for the Washington Warhawks. Again, some changes have been made. So what say you, man?
This is on the Potomac, correct?
It is on the Potomac.
Yeah, so I'm a little worried about Victor because I don't know how well he knows the Potomac. And Michigan, I just don't know if they've got a chance this game. There's some great guys fishing for them, but yeah, man, I may be looking at Craig Dozar here for the star.
Well,
the star defending a little home turf.
Yeah,
getting the season off started with the dub. But I mean, Greg, sorry to put the pressure on you, man, but I think you got to show up here, bud.
I do have to show up, man. I'm a little worried because I went out pre-fishing the other day and it just was trash. But it doesn't mean that it's not going to, I'm just kind of eliminating water a little bit. But I've got this little secret spot that I've been hiding out, man. So It's a spot that very rarely fish, but it may be on fire. I might take a gamble and go down there and do it, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I
But
just think this one's on you, Greg. I mean,
yeah,
I think your team goes as you go this week. So
I agree. I kind of agree with that. Actually, the star that I'm telling you that's going to come out of this game is going to be Dustin Good. Dustin Good is no joke, and
Okay.
I think I think Dustin actually shows out. You're going to know who you're going to know who Dustin Good is at the end of this game.
Yep.
So, all right, this game. Oh my gosh, dude, come on, this game. Wait,
Let's talk. Let's talk.
Who's Billy Groton? Anybody having issues with June State Challenge identifier code? This ain't KBF. Like, this ain't KBF. We don't know anything about that. Anyway, all right. You see this? This is the stuff I get all the time. Like, I get messages for people like this all the time. Like, are we broadcast on KBF's platform?
I don't know, man, but you're looking for Chad Hoover. That ain't us.
Oh my God! No offense, Billy, but wrong platform, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, all right. Mike Elsey, Adam Murray, Jason Cassidy, Sam Jones, Jody Queen, Christine Fisher, Eric Siddiqui, and Josh Stewart.
Oof.
Wow.
What a
On
matchup.
Chickamauga, man. Wow.
What a matchup.
Yeah.
Boy, I hate to say it, but this game has trash can potential.
This has absolute trash can potential.
So let me walk y'all through how this works. I'm looking at this matchup, and you think, man, Tennessee is so favored. I'm not really buying it, man. I'm just not. Like, it's on Chick. I got sorry. Yeah, sorry.
His name is Blackbeard Bassin. He goes by Steve O'Brien. You can go him on Instagram, Blackbeard Bassin, and all of his other TikTok platforms, and absolutely lay the smoke because I'm tired of getting it. You're exactly right. Listen, Christine Fisher was 31. I was 32. I think like Jody Queen was 33. I'm like, what is this guy smoking?
I love it. Anyway,
that's what I'm saying.
Good.
Yeah, that was a
trash
list.
We're looking at this matchup, and you're just thinking Tennessee can't drop it. I'm not convinced, man. Mike Elsey, Murray, Cassidy, I've got a lot of faith in those guys. And Sam, you better show up or you are getting that trash can award, homie. This game, I think, really might.
A lot of pressures.
I think it really might come down to it if Sam can show up for.
So
for
think of a
team.
track meet, guys. Like the batons pass from Mike to Adam to Jason, then you have your anchors, right? Your anchors are going to be like a Sam Jones and Josh Stewart. And if the anchors like fall short or if they gas out, man, dude, you cost your team the win. You know what I mean? Like, I agree.
Yeah, and I've got it on both sides, and it's for Stewart too. But I'm looking at. I feel like this matchup is Sam Jones versus Josh Stewart. I feel
agree.
like the top three on either side is almost a wash. It's just which one of those two guys is going to show up, and whichever one doesn't is probably getting the trash can award. Like that's just
wow.
I mean, that's where I'm at. I went through all the matchups, and this is the one where I'm like, God, it's 1v1 almost. It like to me, and that's just how I'm seeing it, man.
Yeah. Well, like you said, I think the top three cancel each other out. I mean, I know the Tennessee Shiners will be like, "There's no chance." I'm telling you, this is no. I mean, I think the Indianapolis Knights are going to come on strong. It's going to come down to Sam versus Josh.
I
agree with you wholeheartedly. I think the star that comes out of this is going to be Josh Stewart. I do. I think Josh is going to shine. This is one of his favorite lakes. He does very well there. He's just on fire too. Yep. Josh fishing very, very well. I think Josh becomes a star of this game. I think he leads Tennessee.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, and
I think he's top 5 in the Hobie event.
Yeah, and that's just kind of where I'm at. It's like if Stewart just brings these 21s and 22s and 20-inch fish to the table, and Sam doesn't bring fish or just they're not quality. But like if I'm Sam Jones right now, I am just being like, I want to match Josh Stewart, as tall of a task as that is, because if Sam does his business, I trust Elsey and Murray and Cassetti to put it down.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Jason Cassidy's actually fishing very well.
Sorry.
Yeah. He's actually fishing very well too. So it's going to be fun. This is going to be a fun matchup.
I'm looking forward to this one a lot.
Another fun matchup, man. Look at this. Come on. Listen, these guys are friends. The meme games are strong between the Maniacs. Actually, Jason Gardner and the Ken Wood back and forth is hilarious. The picks, the memes, it's so fun, right?
So good.
And they're good friends. They respect each other and all that other stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, someone's gonna have to take the L, right? I was talking to Tim Spry today. He was actually fishing, and actually he was doing pretty well. So I mean, he's on my fantasy, by the way. For this week. But like you said, I think there's a potential for trash can performance here too. I really do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And
who you have on trash can alert?
I have on trash can alerts Kenwood. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. I mean, I'm I hate to say it, man. I love Ken to death, man. But I mean, I don't know what it is. I
don't have any.
Ken, let me say this: Ken cannot do what he did in the championship.
That's
okay.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, the Maulers won, but Ken cannot do what he did in the championship.
This matchup's not giving me any trash can vibes. What it is giving me vibes on is that I think for both teams, there will be one or two anglers who are carrying the load. And I think it's going to be I think this is going to be a weird matchup because I could totally see Tim Spry submitting 8 out of the 10 fish that they use. I mean, Spry can be a monster, but I feel like it's just going to be one of those individual games, that sometimes we see with KFL, not too often, but I feel like this is one of them. I just feel like this might be Tim Spry's game, and he just literally submits. They throw up 180 inches. He submitted 170 of them.
I agree, man. I think Tim Spry is the star out of this. Now, people are. I mean, I've been getting messages about this guy Brady Ulay. I think that's how you say his name. If I absolutely butchered that, I'm sorry, but they be saying that, hey, I got to know this guy Brady O. I got it. I mean, like people are saying he's going to be the MVP of the league. He's that good. You know what I mean? He may be. I don't know.
We'll see.
But it's as I said, I mean, the Maulers, man, can you imagine the Maulers going up to Maine and losing champions? And I mean, you're climbing out of that hole early. That'd be tough.
I know we're not doing picks, but I mean, if we were, I'm not picking the Maulers. I'll say that.
All right. Major changes here, man. Alabama Hammers. Jeremy Baker, man, got hurt. I talked to Jeremy yesterday. Man, we got in a pretty serious car accident and hurt a shoulder. I don't think he's going to be making this event. I'm not sure who his replacement is yet, if there is a replacement, but John Lessman, Keith Lamberth, and Stephen O'Neill. It's taking on Steve Perry, Dontrell Sullivan, Paul Roberts, and Matt Dunn. And this is going to be on Jordan Lake, man, the famed Jordan Lake.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is going to be a banger. It hurts me for Jeremy not being able to fish, especially with like the stuff he's been overcoming. He's had a couple surgeries, car wreck, all that stuff. So Jeremy, prayers to you, bud. Get better, juice. Man. Sorry to hear that. But in terms of the matchup, man, I guess the person I'm probably going to highlight here because, well, I see him talking a little bit is Mr. Paul Roberts.
All right, that's exactly right, man. That's who I like. This guy. I think he actually shines in this matchup. I think he is going to be the star of this game. There's no doubt.
I got him or Dunn. I think Dunn also is possibly due for a little bit of a blow up. So, but one of the two. That's
Dunn. You'll never hear from Matt. You'll never hear from him at all. I mean, he just will come and absolutely slam fish on you, and and be very humble about it, and be as nice as can be. But he's going to kick your tail. I mean, he's out there to win checks, and he does it without apology. So, but I like the character. I like Paul.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's talking, man.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Oh, look who we have on with us, Sean Dominic, man, from Jigs and Bigs, the recap show. Listen, go check out their podcast. Fantastic. A lot of fun.
Good.
Very good. All right. Robert Brown, David Miller, Ray Montez, and it's Micah Marbra not James Quinn, but Michael Marborough is going to be starting for the Norfolk Privateers. They are facing Stephen Bell Jr. A late scratch Heath Tatum is out. Guess who's replacing Heath Tatum? The one, the only, Corey Dreyer.
Big trash can alert here. Huge trash can alert, and it is the entirety of the Norfolk Privateers.
Give me the trash can alert. Who do you think is going to be? I mean,
it's the entirety of the Norfolk roster. If y'all go here and you are flat, your whole team's getting the trash can award.
Wow,
your whole team. Robert is a talker, and most of the time he backs it up.
Yeah,
but he already let me down, not showing up with the wrestling costume.
That will be made up at a later date for sure.
I know, but it's already put a bad taste in my mouth, and now that's what I'm saying. Robert, you better go there.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
Robert Brown. Trash
Brown,
can alert.
You better go there and put it on them boys.
Russell Kennedy, damn, the whole team. Damn,
the whole team,
hey, look, I told you we're coming calling out people, man.
Sorry, Norfolk's been talking all offseason. So if you go into your first game and you lay an egg, you're on trash can alert. It's
DK, can I say this?
Please go ahead.
These guys have been so soft on one another. Like, we have the matchups. These matchups have been known. Yep. Like, everyone's like wishing everybody good luck and everything else. Okay, that's great. We can all be great sportsmen. There's some rivals here. Carolina got swept last year against Norfolk. Okay,
I know.
I mean, waxed.
I know.
Okay.
Yep.
Now they've got Corey Dreyer, he won't talk trash. Hank Fajon won't talk trash. Stephen Bell won't talk trash. I mean, these guys are very humble. But like you said, I think Carolina has a little something for them. The star, I think, that's going to actually come out of this game, believe it or not, it's going to be Michael Marborough. Michael Marborough is an absolute freaking hammer. And I saw him at the boat ramp down at Santee Cooper. Like when we were like he was launching from the same boat ramp. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so that's like meeting Brian Howe at the boat ramp. Yeah. You're like, okay, this is gonna be great.
I'm in the right spot.
I gotta compete against this guy on these spots. Come on now, But Michael Marborough, I think, becomes the star out of this game.
I'm just saying, Norfolk, you better show up. Do your stuff, man. I get to hear all the trash y'all talk to Greg and the other, Virginia area teams and all that. So you come out versus a team you swept last year and you lay an egg.
Yep.
Not good.
No,
not good.
Yep. We gotta roll through this. We're going a little bit slow, but okay. All right. Look, major change here. The Swamp Donkeys, Bob Risky, Richard White, Greg Thomas, and not Russ Kennedy, but yours truly, Bobby Big Gun Morin, is taking Russ Kennedy's place. Russ came down with an illness, and now he gets to sit there and watch his team go to Coosa, taking on Daniel Perry, Coley McGowan, Chuck Wise, Lance Coley. Let's just get it over with. Coley McGowan, star of
Coley.
Yeah. It's going to happen. But
good luck, Swamp Donkeys. Coley is
this could be a tough one, man.
Yeah, tough one.
That's going to be look, major underdog, right? But Rich Strike won the damn Kentucky Derby at 80-1. Anything can happen.
Yeah, but that was a horse, not a donkey. So roll it.
Yeah. All right. All right, Chris Mitchell. This is the Deep South Kraken. This is going to be another great one. Deep South Kraken versus the Florida Copperheads. This is on Tenor Rock. Dude, there's some weather moving in. There's like a tropical storm rolling in Saturday on these guys, man.
Yep.
Dude, that changes things.
Man, the guy I got is Chris Mitchell, I think, is the star of this game. I don't know if that comes in a losing effort. But I think Chris Mitchell is the best angler fishing. I got him.
Wow.
I got him.
Let me just, I'm going to come out and say this. This game is not going to be for the weak-minded. If you don't like rain, if you don't like the outdoors, and if you don't like hard conditions, and, you don't like battling that stuff, I think it's the strong-minded that's going to win, not the soft, okay? And I know this for a fact, who's done this before, because he did it in our tournament. Sherman Bishop fished in a tropical storm in a KBBT event. It was a daggone near hurricane, and he won. Okay. Give me Sherman Bishop. Give me Sherman Bishop. You know what I mean?
Dude, I love Sherman. I see what Chris Mitchell does, and
He's good too. Yep.
prove me wrong, Sherman.
Yep. All right. Slayers versus Palmetto. Punishers. Matt Vogt, Dwayne Dwyer, Brad Exum, Daniel Higgins, Barry Davis, Frank Wolf, Scott Simmons, and Lee Ward. This is gonna be a fun matchup.
Dude,
man.
the Slayers are nasty, man.
They're nasty.
They are very underrated.
I can't. I want to watch this. Like, I want to watch this game. I'm going to be obviously, Fish and take care of business here, but I want to go back and watch this game. This is going to be a fun one to watch.
Hey, sorry, Russell Kennedy, put some money on that, and I'll gladly take you
up. Yeah, Copperheads by 30.
Yeah, right.
Star of the game. Who do you got?
Matt.
I agree.
It's fishing great, man. It's fishing great.
Give me Matt all day long.
Yep. Got him.
No offense, Barry. No offense. I mean, this is one of his favorite places, but Matt just figures it out, and he figures it out kind of late. You know what I mean? Like he'll kind of get started going, and then all of a sudden you turn around and he's up the leaderboard. And he's winning the freaking tournament. Like,
yeah, there's no offense with any of this. Just what Greg is my opinion is. Prove us wrong, man.
Yep.
Then say, "Well, I told you." Yeah.
Yep. Down your neck of the woods, man. I'll let you take this one.
Man, Jim Louvier, Derek Miller, Mooney, Jason Campbell, very, very strong shallow water fishing team from the Bandits. Like it a lot of power on that team. And then for the Hurricanes, Brad Case, Rodney Kennan, Jeff Penny, who I actually don't know much about, and then Neil, and I can't read that. DeForest. Yeah.
Yep.
Look, man, where are they fishing?
I think it's called Butler Lake or something like that. It's out in East Louisiana.
Okay. Well, if it's shallow and it's got cypress, I'm looking at Big Moon, my man. Big Moon. Hadn't been fishing a lot, but God, he is a great power fisherman when it's shallow and you can flip. He does that extraordinarily well. So that's who I'm looking at, man.
This has another potential being a trash can player of the week. Brad Case, you better show up, man. Like, okay. you gotta show up at home. Like, Brad hasn't had the best of years, and you gotta start having some good outings. Brad, I love you to death, buddy, but you gotta help your team, man, and you gotta lead. I think you gotta lead your team to beat these guys.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I almost think Hurricanes are an underdog at home, and that's
tough.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yep. All right, last game, man. Corey Hopper, Chris Wright, Stephen Dunlap, William Burt taking on the young gun, Preston Griner, Ronnie Piper, Ryan Hendricks, and Blake Collins.
Yeah, we've got a little trash can alert here. PG, baby, you've been talking a whole bunch.
Preston Griner, trash can.
You've been talking a whole bunch.
A lot of social media posts about these fish now.
Yep, a lot of social media posts.
Yeah.
How you learn from John Fox, the #1 ranked fantasy player, according to Blackbeard Bassing. Man, you better show up, dude. It's a home game. You got a division rival in, and I would say this is not Arkansas's strongest team that they can field by a long shot.
Yeah, because
you cannot drop this game.
Yeah,
and you as a leader on that team, you got to show up. And not showing up in a home game versus I'm not going to say a weak roster, but compared to some of the anglers that Arkansas can field, and you're not having to go against a Cody Milton, a Garrett Morgan, you better take care of business.
I agree, man. I agree. Give me Corey Hopper as the star of the game.
I agree with that as well. Corey Hopper fished great last season. I like what he does, man.
Yeah,
solid angler.
Yep. All right, well, that's it, guys. A lot of fun tonight, man.
You've been put on TCA, boy.
TCA, man. You don't want to be on the TCA list, man, but
you don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. Otherwise, you have to come on the show, and then we talk to you about what happened.
Really go after you, man. Mm-hmm. So, BK, dude, when's the next tournament for you, man?
I guess that'd be the team tournament.
Okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's probably, I mean, there may be some here and there that I go fish, but mostly it's just going to be whenever I can get out and go, man. And I look forward to us putting up
bigs,
hopefully more than 70 inches, but we'll see.
No, we'll
see.
slay them. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hey guys, get
we'll see.
fishing fit, guys. It ends tonight. I think here in another 2 hours.
Yep.
For sign up. And also don't forget Tourney X is the team tournament that starts July 16th. Guys, KFL all weekend long. So much content coming between now and then. Root for your teams, man. I mean, these teams are fired up, man. The chat is going nuts right now. We're trying to finalize things. It's been amazing. So it's ready to go, man. I was looking at the standings, man. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, as soon as I finished those standings and I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's the league in a picture.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's the league in a picture of what we've been all working hard towards. I looked at it on the KFL app, and I'm looking at the KFL Fantasy. My God, there's tons of people signing up for KFL Fantasy. Go sign up before week 1 starts, and man, it's been incredible, man. I can't wait.
This Saturday, KFL starts. The morning games covered by, I think it's
Randy and Jim.
Randy and Jim are doing the 11. It starts at 11
to
Eastern?
1. Yep. Eastern. Yep.
11 to 1 Eastern. And then I will be on at 4 to 5 Eastern. Covering the Maulers game.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah. The Maulers.
Kenwood.
Yeah.
Kenwood.
Yeah, dude.
TCA,
yeah.
Man. Better show up.
You get the Maulers main, and you get the Hogs and Outlaws. Ooh. And I believe you get, is it Kusa? Kusa and Swamp.
Might be, yeah. I haven't gone through all my,
I have to look at Steve, but I think that's what it is, evening game. So anyway,
I got lots of TCAs in my game.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right, guys, we're out of here. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you later.
Thanks, y'all. Peace.